Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back, guys. Karibuni sana. I really hope your week and weekend has been and is going by swimmingly. Huku town mambo imechemka bana, huku town bana. Siku hizi ni mbaya. The cost of living is shot up to the roof. Ebola iko imeingia town. Huh? Everything's just iffy lately, it seems like. But life keeps moving, guys. Life keeps moving. So today on the docket, on the mtandaos, on aka NGC, there's been a story that's been kind of going viral. And the story was spoken about by an influencer by the name Liz Jackson. So she recently sparked an important conversations. And what's the conversation you're thinking about, guys? What's the convo? It's the recent fires that have been going around in schools. If you haven't been seeing the news, if you've been under a rock recently, there's been quite the news, especially when it comes to fires. There's been a lot of fires going on. So, the influencer Liz Jackson had a few things to say about that. So we're gonna go ahead and check it out, and then nitawapatia my opinion and maoni and add into the conversation because I do feel it's an important conversation. What she did speak about was her concerns when it comes to the safety code, as well as how schools and dormitories in particular have and are typically built. And if you think about it, to be honest, if you think about most of the schools, especially boarding schools and the dorms that are in Kenya, most of them has shady, mediocre designs, especially when it comes to safety. And that's the specific thing that Liz Jackson did speak about. So let's go ahead and check it out. If you're new here, karibu sana, welcome. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Welcome to my channel. So let's go ahead and check it out. This is the video that I was talking about, guys. Give me 1 second here. Here we go. Okay. So this is the video. Excuse me, guys. Here you go. So, by the way, Liz used to, I don't know how she became a celebrity. She sort of kind of came out of nowhere, gang. Where's that video? Okay.
I woke up to the unfortunate incident of that school that has burnt and over 15 students have lost their lives. And these are my thoughts. Why are boarding schools set up like prison? The windows are small. The windows have grills. Because I remember I went to Pangani Girls.
Bro, by the way, if you're quick intrusive thought, what happened to Liz Jackson? No, I'm joking, guys. But if you're wondering where she came from, bro, you know what I was ilikuwa inanisumbua bana, because I knew her from somewhere. And do you guys want to take a huge guess? This is how Liz Jackson this is how she blew up, bro. This is how she came up, bro. It's crazy, bro. You really can just change your life in a couple months. It's crazy. You really can change your random thought, guys. But let's get back to the video. That was just my intrusive random thought.
When I was in, I think, Form 2 or Form 3, the Ministry of Education...
My ADHD speaking out.
...was doing routine checks, which they should do monthly. But anyway, that's besides the point. And the school was ordered to remove the grills from the windows. And there were two hostels. We used to call them hostels. There was Block A and Block B. Each block had roughly like 500, 600 students. And only one entrance was functional. And the Ministry of Education told these guys to open their other entrances just in case of an emergency. You know, and the school was like, we're trying to promote discipline, so that nobody can escape. Who gives a fuck about that? The Ministry of Education should actually do routine checks to these schools without even informing them. Because most of the time when the Ministry of Education used to come, we used to be told, be on your best behavior. You know, when you're asked about these particular questions, they coach us on what to tell the education representatives. I feel the Ministry of Education should just be making surprise visits to these schools. Why is a dormitory with small windows and the small windows have grills? Why? So in case of an emergency? I woke up to the unfortunate incident of that school that has.
So that was the video of her talking about the said situation, guys. She does have a point. If you think about most of the schools in Kenya, most of the, especially boarding schools and dorms, a lot of them it's giving like prison. A lot of them it's giving like pipeline to prison. If you here, let me show you guys what I mean. I think this is essentially what she was talking about, guys. It's crazy how, if you look at something like this, this is one of the incidents that did happen. And if you can just take a look at the windows and the design and how they look, bro. Like, in case of emergency, no one is getting out. And it kind of went by unspoken about, but Liz does raise a serious and valid question that we do gotta ask ourselves, because, man, these recent accidents have been horrendous. And if our government cares about us, they surely need to investigate and do something about it. So shout out to Liz for bringing that up to the forefront. It is something that's a major concern when it comes to most of the school. I'd even argue 80% of the boarding schools in Kenya need like an overhaul, rebrand, redesign when it comes to dormitories. So as far as like that specific topic, I do agree. I vehemently agree with Liz Jackson. It's something that we do need to do something about. If I even just Google Kenyan boarding school dormitories, like pretty sure the same thing will come up. You know, damn, that story made it to the New York Times, by the way. And yeah, as you can see, it definitely shows the faults when it comes to some of these designs. And being that it made the New York Times, the government definitely needs to take a closer look and investigate such situations. But yeah, a random intrusive thought. How did Liz come up? By the way, guys, this is off topic, but how'd she come up? That's just my random intrusive thoughts. But if you've made it all the way through, thank you for watching. I hope your weekend goes by smoothly. Make sure you take care of yourself. Stay away. We're essentially back to, you gotta carry your sanitizer nowadays. With the Ebola situation, you have you have to be extra careful. And with that being said, thank you for watching, guys, and I will see you on the next video, guys. Okay, bye bye.